All right. Hello, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us today. Welcome to the Virtual College Exploration Program for North and South Carolina's students, sponsored by the Carolina Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers, also known as CACRAO, and StriveScan. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. I'm just going to make a few housekeeping announcements before we go ahead and get started, and I turn it over to our panelists. But just as some reminders for all students who are participating or attending the session today. First of all, thank y'all and welcome. And secondly, you are able to ask any questions that y'all may have about the program content or just any information that y'all would like to know. And you can do that by using the Q&A feature that's located at the bottom of your screen to type out any questions to our presenters at any time. And we will have some time at the end for that Q&A. And also, just so that y'all know, your cameras and microphones are currently off, so our panelists are unable to see or hear you. And so that's why that Q&A feature is super important. That's how you'll be able to ask any questions that y'all may have. And this is just the beginning of many different sessions that we have during these next few weeks. So make sure to check out that full schedule at cacrao.org, and that is CACRAO.org. And as a final reminder, this presentation is being recorded and will be available within a week at that same website, cacrao.org. So at this time, I'd like to turn it over to our presenters. So Brittany, I'm going to allow you to start off. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen and allow you to share yours. But thank y'all for joining us today.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. So thank you all for joining us today for an affordable education for the working adult. My name is Brittany Oliver. I am with Webster University in Columbia, South Carolina. And on our panel today, we have Mrs. Sierra Wiles, who's the campus director for Webster Greenville in Greenville, South Carolina. We have Diane Green, who is the recruitment coordinator with Webster Myrtle Beach. And we have Ms. Debbie Grimes, who is the campus representative at Webster Charleston in Charleston, South Carolina. So let's go on. Getting a quality education shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg. Education nowadays is so expensive, but there are ways to lower the cost, and we're going to talk about some of those today. And we're going to start off with a fun little game first. So what about the money? Sierra, I'm going to go ahead and take it over. Let you take it over.
All right. Thank you, Brittany. All right. So for everyone who may be having questions about the money, how do I pay for college? What are the resources that are available? We're getting ready to play a quick, fast game here. And what I'm going to ask you guys to do is to drop all of your answers based off of the questions in the chat. And we're going to review the chat. And this is for the sake of time, because normally you would just download the app and you can play right from your phone and devices. But we don't want you to have to log off of the webinar in order for you to access this game. So we're just going to play it virtually. And you all are going to put your answers in the chat, and my colleagues here will be reviewing as we go through this game. All right.
Can you see mine, Sierra?
Yes, I can, Brittany. All right. So what about the money? First question is coming up. What % of students report feeling stressed about finances? What % of students report feeling stressed about finances?
Did you see the answer?
Yes. The answer is 70%. I was looking to see who answered in the chat with us. All right, next question. Good job, Brittany.
Yeah.
What % of community college students are struggling to eat? This is a good one. What % of community college students are struggling to eat? All right, I got some questions coming in here. I got a 50 to 70. I got a 20 to 40. What's our answer, Brittany? 20 to 40. So yes, if you selected 20 to 40, you are correct. All right. What solutions do college students have? What solutions do college students have? This is just not a one answer, multi-answer question. We should have had some background music.
I think it does have some music.
Okay. Oh yeah, that'd make it real good, Brittany. All right, let me see what I got in the chat. Apply for scholarships and grants? Yes. All right, as well as attend affordable colleges.
Okay.
All right, we got a true or false. Financial stress leads to anxiety, depression, and neglected studies. True or false? Yes, this is very, very true. Financial stress does lead to anxiety, depression, and neglected studies.
Last question.
All right, last question. You guys are doing awesome in the chat. I see you guys. A college education is more profitable in the United States than in pretty much every other advanced nation. True or false? What do you guys think about the great America? I got some good answers coming in. I got a true. What's our answer? True. Yes, that is correct. College education is more profitable. So over time, if you get a college degree in the United States, it will pretty much pay for itself. Great job, guys. See you next time.
All right. So, quick fun facts about tuition and everything. During the 2019 and 2020 academic year, the cost itself for undergraduate year was $30,500. And for a private nonprofit, which I put those because Webster is a private nonprofit university, if the undergraduate tuition and fees for 2020 was $26,739, and you think about that, those are high prices. That's the price of a car. Those are prices of a lot of different things. And so you think about what you make in an income. The average working adult makes about $48,000 a year. And I was just talking to some of the people on the panelists. We know people that don't even make that much. And so you think about that on top of education, you have rent, mortgage, childcare. It's really like, okay, we got to find a way to make education way more affordable than what it is right now. And so we do have our little, so how are we going to also pay for school? Which is really the question I just asked. How are we also going to be able to pay for school? You want to play the game, Sierra? You want to
let's
play the game? Okay.
Yeah, we can play the game. All right, guys, the same concept for this one. I want to know and test your knowledge. So once again, you guys are going to use the chat, and then we will be reviewing the answers there.
We kind of get y'all active and ready this morning.
Yes. If you like me, you're drinking coffee. I'm definitely drinking coffee this morning. All right, ways you can pay for school. What ways can you pay for your education? All right, let's see it in the chat, guys. All right, I got some answers coming in. All of the above. That is correct. All of the above. All right, true or false? Scholarships have to be paid back plus interest. True or false? I'm waiting for some of you. All right, we got a false. Anybody else in the chat? That answer is correct. False. Good job, y'all. Parents can claim the tax credit if their modified adjusted gross income is no more than $90,000 or $180,000 if filing. Is that true or false? True or false? Oh, I think you guys are stumped. All right. So it is true. The answer is true. Your parents can claim a tax credit for you. And I think the amount that they get back, it's either between $1,500 or $2,500. I can't remember the exact amount. But your parents do get a tax credit if you are going to school. All right. Living off campus is more affordable. This is a very good question. That is correct. True. Living off campus can be more affordable because when you are living on campus, a lot of times there's extra fees. You have to pay for a meal plan and to be able to stay in the dormitory. So sometimes it is cheaper for you to access a campus apartment or just stay at home. You all are doing a great job. True or false? Work study jobs are only for traditional students. True or false? That is correct. I see you guys in the chat. False. That is correct. Work study jobs are not just for traditional students. It's for non-traditional students as well. So just be sure to ask your school if they have any work study opportunities available.
Awesome. So that was the end of that game. Thank you, Miss Sierra.
No problem.
And we're going to jump right back into the presentation. And so we're going to talk about, Sierra's going to talk about some of our financial aid options that we played in the game.
Yes, so financial aid, of course, you all have grants and scholarship opportunities available, student loans, veteran benefits, as well as Webster University offers the South Carolina Technical College partnership, as well as corporate partnerships. And what corporate partnerships are is an exclusive partnership between Webster as well as your employer. So some of you may be able to benefit from this if you are a working adult and you're looking to go back to school. This offers a 20% discount.
So yeah, financial aid, grants, scholarships, and student loans. Most of us know that grants and scholarships is basically like free money. You don't have to pay those back. There are various corporations, various scholarship plans that we also send to our students at the start of most semesters. Our financial aid rep sends out a link about different scholarships that they can apply for if you reach that certain criteria. Student loans, however, are the ones that you do have to pay back. Like in when the game Sierra had, you can take out $1 million student loan. I don't know what school you're going to be going to be taking out $1 million, but you do eventually have to pay that money back. So as much free money as you can get, you can definitely try to apply for more scholarships and see what grants you can apply for as well. With us, Webster University offers a first responders scholarship program, which is for our first responders, anyone in law enforcement, fire department, EMT, 911 dispatchers. You have a scholarship for a reduced tuition rate. Well, our normal for undergraduate normally is $520 per credit hour. As with the first responder scholarship, that is reduced to $250 per credit hour. So that is significantly cutting your overall tuition rate.
All right, and if you are a veteran or active duty military, National Guard, or reserve member, Webster University is military friendly. And typically how this process works is you will provide us your verification of benefits through the VA. And then once we receive it, we upload your information and we will process and certify you every single term. So you're able to use your VA benefits. It's very easy, user friendly. And so you would just ask your representative at your prospective campus.
And Ms. Debbie, if there are any questions, feel free to interrupt me too. I know you're keeping an eye on the Q&As.
Okay, will do.
And so we have our corporate partnerships and also tuition reimbursement. And that Ms. Sierra actually helped set up one of our corporate partnerships. So I'm gonna let her talk about that one a little bit more.
So a corporate partnership is basically when Webster University, as well as your employer, goes into agreement to say that our organizations are going to work together to provide you a greater educational experience. And what this entails is a 20% discount off of Webster's tuition. And every term you fill out a form that basically says that you are a part of that corporate partnership, and that allows you to receive the discount. And so, as stated before, you would ask pretty much the representative for your school for more information about this, but it is very easy as well. It's just like filling out your financial aid form. You're going to do it every single term to make sure that discount is applied to your tuition.
And some examples of our corporate partnerships are TD Bank. I know for us in Columbia, we have Blue Cross Blue Shield. We have Toll House. We have so many different ones. There's different hospitals one. So always talk to your HR representative as well, because so many people are offering tuition reimbursement or tuition assistance that a lot of employees don't take advantage of.
Yes.
And Webster University and South Carolina technical schools have partnership together. And what that entails is Webster University and the technical schools is designed to enhance and transfer your associate's degree from whatever you're going to school in for your associate's degree to get your bachelor's at Webster University. So they call it a completer program. So once you complete your associate's degree, and then you can move into Webster University and you can work on your bachelor's degree. And we have 3 designs so far. We have a Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration. We have a Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology and a Bachelor's of Arts in Management. And so from the we have 16 colleges that you can transfer from. And if you'll go to and these are the colleges that you can actually transfer from and move in from your college to Webster University. So once you complete your degree at the community college, then you can move into the bachelor's degree program. And those are the colleges that we just saw. And as an average cost of a Webster student is $520 per credit for undergrads. But if you come in and from one of the technical schools, your pay will be $350 per credit. So that's a nice difference because you can move from the 520 to the 350, and that works out very well. And that's coming in from the technical schools. So any of the technical schools that was on the previous page, and if you are transferring from there, then you can get the rate of $350 per credit at this time.
Yep, and then even to emphasize, even if you aren't coming from either of these technical schools, you're still free to transfer to Webster University.
Exactly.
And we will find you some financial aid assistance. But definitely if you are in those 16 technical schools right here, we do offer that special discount to those technical schools because of the partnership that we have. It actually has made us one of the lowest tuition costs, undergraduate tuition costs in the state of South Carolina because of that partnership. So
that is very true. So what's next? Okay, so now it's you're going to decide the best way to pay for your college, which Sierra and them gave you some ideas of what you can do to pay for your college. Apply to any undergraduate program with Webster University. It's for free. So if you go out and do your application, you don't have to pay the application fee. That is for free. You can also speak to a financial aid advisor. And you can also speak to someone in your human resources department to see if they offer the, what was it called? The corporate
partnerships and tuition assistance and tuition
Yes.
reimbursement.
And you can see if they offer that. And that would be good because that would help you to get, some of your financial aid paid for, some of your colleges paid for. And
Yeah,
so that's, that's always something to look at.
Yeah. I think all of us on the panel are working adults and we work in the education system. So we understand the struggle. And so if we can ever offer up any advice, suggestions, anything, it's really just asking questions. I think that's really what I've learned as a previous graduate student, recently graduated, previous graduate student and undergraduate student. It's about asking questions, asking financial aid, asking your jobs, HR department, looking for scholarships, everything like that, just to lower the cost of education. We already have so much to pay for. So
that is very true.
And with that, we're done. We tried to make it quick and simple. We didn't want to overburden people with a lot of information. But if anyone have any questions, we are free to look in the chat and Debbie's going to let us know if there's any questions.
Okay, we've got a question.
Yay.
Currently, I'm going to Trident and I'm looking to transfer, but I am not sure where to yet. Do you guys have any accounting programs?
So we don't have any accounting programs on ground, but we do have some accounting programs online. I'm just not sure if they are undergraduate degree programs. Do y'all know if our accounting programs are online or undergraduate or graduate? I'm not 100% sure, but you can definitely go check out our website, webster.edu/, just any Columbia, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, whichever one, and it has a list of all of our programs on either page that you go to for undergraduate or graduate. Unfortunately, we don't have any accounting programs for on ground.
Brittany, this is Dr. Vivaldi. Yes, Webster does have a bachelor's degree in accounting. It is online, and eventually South Carolina campuses will offer it. It's one of those in the out years that we're looking at, but that will be probably 2-3 years down the road. But yes, there is an accounting program undergrad.
Okay. And there's the question. Dr. Vivaldi is our regional director as well. So thank you for joining us, Dr. V.
Absolutely. I wouldn't miss it.
I was just going to say also, Brittany, to our participants who are here, due to the COVID, I know that the federal government has given a bit of extra funding to a lot of institutions. So just be sure to ask your university financial aid departments about that relief and what extra benefits or grants or scholarships that they can provide you due to COVID relief also. So that's something that you can take advantage of possibly like right now with the institutions that you're getting ready to enter into.
Very true. And even if it's not covering the cost of classes, I mean, the cost of books sometimes.
Yes.
Expensive.
Yes. Or even food. I'm pretty sure it probably, covers food and some of your,
computer needs. Things, stuff like that. So
yeah.
A lot of the scholarships that Webster offers does cover more tuition than anything. Mm-hmm. But if you do have those scholarships that you're bringing in, those can cover the cost of books. So that's always going to be books or whatever else you're going to pay for, because books can be expensive.
Yes. Very expensive.
I apologize for getting in a little late. I didn't see the first part. Did you cover weekend college?
No, we did not.
No?
No.
Okay, so for those of you who are on this forum, let me real quickly tell you, and you can see behind me my sign. We're at Myrtle Beach. So if you want to look at how you can do your master's degree program, your undergraduate program at the same time that you're taking care of your kids, this is the place. As long as they're old enough to shoo them off to the beach and say, okay, I have a couple hours that I have to do some education and I'll be back to get you. We offer weekend college. It is every other weekend for 5 weekends. And so it's one day a week. So if you only took one course, certainly it would be on a Saturday or a Sunday, but most undergraduates, to get full tuition, have to do at least 2 courses. So it is great for a working adult, especially when you have kids, and all week long, throughout the week, night is taken up with school things and certainly with work during the day. And the only time that you have is weekends. So something to consider, weekend college. And we have a couple of sites that we'll be offering at. That's Greenville, come spring 1. That's where Miss Wiles is working. And one at San Antonio in Texas, and certainly Myrtle Beach. So hopefully you will consider that. Is there any questions about weekend college?
Thank you, Dr. V. I think you also bring up a good point. The cost of education is expensive and is a concern, but also when you take your classes and how you take your classes are also a major concern that you probably should think about. Most of our campuses are evening classes, we do have some campuses that are weekend colleges, like Dr. V said. So yeah, you got to think about those too. We cater more to the working adult, the working professional, people that have 9 to 5s but still want to get their degree, their undergraduate degree, finish their undergraduate degree, or get their master's degree. So our classes are in the evening after work. Most classes start at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, and they're only Monday through Thursday. We don't offer any Friday classes, but we do have weekend classes sometimes at certain campuses. So when you think about that as well, we're the non-traditional school, and so we cater to the non-traditional student. Anybody else want to add anything? Since we got some time.
And you know, Brittany, most of our classes are small classes. They're not huge classes, so the students get a lot out of the education when they take the small classes, because they like the fact that they are in a small class and they can network more with instructors and with the students in the classroom. So I think that's a really good point too.
That is a very good point. And we're also going to have our information session on November the 4th, I want to say, with CACRAO, and we are very appreciative of this opportunity. We actually have our information session on Thursday, November the 5th at 11 a.m. if you want to learn some more information about all of our South Carolina Webster campuses, and how they can help you in an affordable education and a convenient education, depending on when you would like to take classes, how you would like to take your classes. We'll talk more about the different modalities we have, which is on ground, online, and virtual, just during this pandemic and everything. And so we'll go more in depth about all of our campuses, the offering that we have, the programs that we offer for undergraduate as well as graduate, and more financial aid resources as well. But again, that is going to be on Thursday, November 5th at 11 a.m. So register, register, register. We could have got y'all to actually play the game if we knew we were going to have this much time.
Are there any questions?
There's currently none in the chat box.
All right.
Thank you, Debbie. But all of our information is on the screen. So if you want to give any of us a call, or actually email or website, I didn't put our phone numbers on here, but you can find our phone numbers on the website. But you can also email us directly. I put all of our personal emails on there.
If I can just add one more thing, this is Dr. Vivaldi again. International international students. We are very versed in accepting international students from the tech colleges, and we know that the community colleges and the tech colleges certainly have a good amount of international students that they service. So we just want you to be aware that we do have expertise in that area. And as a matter of fact, Myrtle Beach has reconfigured their entire facility for the international sites that we have. So we have 8 international sites, if you did not know. And we have a very robust study abroad program. And I know that that is something that a lot of undergraduates love to take advantage of. And certainly we have a scholarship that is applied to that so that you can actually go to one of our international sites and study for a term. And so I wanted to just bring that to your attention. There is a lot of differences with Webster University versus a lot of other universities in South Carolina. So we hope that you check us out. And certainly we are also, as Brittany and the team had said, we are very VA friendly. So, and we have been given those type of awards for many decades. That is one of our niches. We do have 37 sites at military installations. So if you are a veteran, if you are international, we also service you. Thank you for letting me say that, Brittany.
No problem. No problem. And I know we kind of got off track and talked a lot about Webster, but still we wanted to focus on the affordable part because at any school that you choose to go to and continue your education, we want to make sure that you all know what you can ask for and what you can't ask for, what is available, what isn't available. Like a lot of people, again, don't know about tuition assistance and tuition reimbursement. But even in the survey that we recently looked up, it's like 92% of US companies offer some form of tuition assistance, which is always going to be a little bit of help is a lot of help sometimes, especially when it comes to funding your education. So I think that's really important to keep in mind as well. We have so many corporate partners. I think we have over 100 corporate partners with our organization. So
yeah, it's very extensive, Brittany. I was just going to add to what you were saying as far as just a benefit sometimes that your human resource department won't necessarily tell you about when they are bringing you onto a company. So it is something that you typically have to go and ask for. But the students that we have, even through TD Bank, it pretty much pays for their tuition. Yeah. Their tuition reimbursement program pretty much pays for it. So it's really good, but you always want to look for the back end of it too, because some companies will require you to have to stay within their organization for up to 5 years if you do use tuition assistance from them. And so if you know that's going to be a good career move and you're trying to climb the corporate ladder, then it's a good investment for you to be able to just go get the degree and stay and just grow within that company. So that's what I was going to add.
That's a really good point, Sierra, because like you said, like some companies are offering that tuition assistance, tuition reimbursement. Yeah. Plus, with our corporate partnership, the 20% off tuition. Off of tuition. I mean, like you said, it can basically pay for itself.
Yes. So. Yes. So it's really good.
Yeah, Sierra's had a lot of success with corporate partnerships in the Greenville area, especially I think TD Bank and also is it Spinks?
Spinks. Mm-hmm. Spinks yes.
As well. So
yeah. So it does help. It does help our students to pretty much reach their goals and do what it is that they're trying to do. And I'm always such an advocate for them. Even the ones that we don't necessarily have partnership with in Greenville area. I know like just Webster in general is through like Lockheed Martin, Floor. Oh gosh, it's like the list goes on. So it's just really, you're just asking the question. And even if, like I said, if it's not local, we can always reach out to our Office of Corporate Partnerships just to ask, hey, do we have partnership with this company? And so that gives you access to those partnerships as well.
Yeah. And another thing with our first responders scholarship, we are able, and I mentioned that with the corporate partnership, because we're able sometimes to set up cohorts. A lot of times the cohorts are with our hospitals and local doctor's offices or what it may be, but a cohort is when we can actually we'll bring professors into your workplace if we have an area set up, and you can take classes right after work and just still stay within that same building. But you do have to have a certain amount of people that are interested. But it is really helpful. I know when we have it with the fire department, sometimes professors will go over there and they just take classes there. So it's really, it's convenient and it's affordable. So again, an education shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg.
Look for all resources. All.
Yeah, no one wants to be in student loan debt for the rest of their lives.
Right.
So
yeah. And taking advantage of those internships, work studies, different opportunities like that. A lot of times students don't, reach out to ask their advisors about them, or, even faculty members. Some faculty members that your teachers may know of opportunities. So you just, start to ask questions and you guys will get it.
If there's anything you take away from this, is to ask questions.
Yes.
Ask your questions as much as possible. And with our professors, they are out there working in the field. So sometimes they know about opportunities, scholarships, funding that we may not even always know about, but if you network like you're supposed to, as you do in school, you can definitely talk to those professors and see what they can offer, what they know about within the community or within their organization. You may not get funding, but maybe you'll get a job after you get your degree that's going to be able to pay for your education in the long run. So I hope that makes sense. I think I said it correctly. But thank y'all again for allowing us this opportunity. I know we still have some time left.
Yeah. If you have any questions, some people have already logged off, so that's perfectly fine too.
Yeah, because I can't see anything. So, but yes, that is fine. This is recorded, so hopefully we'll still give information to people that's recorded. So they can go back and use it. Miss Jacqueline. Is it Jacqueline? Hi.
Hey, do y'all think this is a good time to end the session then?
Yeah, we're good. I think if we don't have any more questions, I think everything is good. Because what is it, 11:45 or 11:40?
11:45.
Okay.
Yep. But I think that if there are no more questions, then I can go ahead and give those closing remarks. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Oh, I got it. All right, y'all. So to all my participants, thank y'all so much for joining us today for today's session. We hope that you learned a lot of really great information to move forward with your education. And when you close this window, there will actually be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback that y'all would be able to provide for us. And additionally, this is just one of many sessions that is being offered in the next few weeks. So we definitely encourage you to take advantage of all the knowledge that is being shared during these next few weeks, and you can sign up for any additional sessions at CACRAO.org, and that is CACRAO.org. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at that same website, CACRAO.org. Thank y'all so much to our colleagues at Webster University for sharing all of this knowledge with us. We definitely appreciate y'all sharing this time. And to everybody, thank y'all so much and have a great day.
Thank you.
Absolutely.